So welcome back to Coding CEO, the channel where I empower you to become the CEO of your own coding journey. Before we dive into today's topic, I want to remind you that we have already covered some essential ground in our previous videos. We explored data types, variables, and even typecastings. If you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend you check it out before this video. It's crucial foundation for what we are about to explore today. But for now, let's jump right into the world of identifiers, naming conventions, and operators in Java. These are some fundamental aspects of Java program that every aspiring developer needs to master. Are you ready? Let's get started. So talking about identifiers and naming conventions. First of all, in Java, an identifier is simply a name given to any variable, method, class, or other programming elements. However, there are some rules and conventions to follow. First of all, naming rules. Identifier must start with a letter or a underscore symbol or a dollar sign. Following characters can be a letters, digits, underscores, or dollar signs. No spaces are allowed in naming and no special characters are allowed except these two characters, underscore character and a dollar sign. For example, I can write my variable like that, a private var started with first of all underscore, a dollar sign, and then constant var. Talking about naming conventions, by convention, Java identifiers are typically in camel case. What is camel case? First letter must be small. Just like here, I have created my variable, a name of variable. Okay, so here first letter is always a small, and after that for each word, for each new word, I have used a capital letter like that private, and to start a var, I have given uppercase V, small case C, and for value uppercase V. I hope you understand. Now that we understand the identifiers and the naming conventions behind it, let's move on to the operators. Talking about operators in Java, these are the symbols that represent computations or operations on variables or their values. There are several types of operators, and I will cover most of them and most commonly used ones. And I will cover all of them which are used in your programming journey. First of all, the arithmetic operators. These includes additions, subtractions, multiplications, divisions, and modulus. Here I have written two statements from my program int result and assign it to 10 plus 5. What is this plus? And the second statement I have written int remainder 15 modulus 4. What is this modulus symbol? These all are nothing but arithmetic operators. So I can write plus, minus, multiply, modulus, and divide. These are basically the arithmetical operators. The second type is comparison operators, used for comparing values. Common comparing operators are equal to, not equal to, less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to. Here I have created a variable boolean is equal to 5 equal to 5. And what is the value of this operation? It is nothing but true. So true is stored in is equal variable of boolean data type. The logical operators used for logical operations like and, or, not. These are the basic main three logical operators we are going to use throughout our Java journey. So to explain the not operator, I have used a boolean is true variable and stored the value true in that variable. I have defined a boolean is false variable, and by this not operator, this is true value gets inverted, like it is storing true value. So here, after performing this operation, the logical operation, the value becomes false. Now to explain in detail what is AND operator and OR operator, a logical AND and logical OR, I have written this code for all of you. You can try it on your own editors, but for now I will explain it to you. Here we use a logical operators, logical AND operator, logical OR operator, and a NOT operator also to perform logical operations on boolean value, that is Java fun and is coding hard. So I have set it is Java fun as true and is coding hard as a false. So the value for true and false, it becomes false. Value of true or false, it becomes true, and not is hard is become true. After that, I have successfully printing the variables, both conditions, adder conditions, and not coding hard. All the three variables value I will print. So for AND operator, if first element is true, second element is also true, then the output must be true. If first is true, second is false, output is false. If first is false, second is true, again the output would be false, and at the last, if both are false, the output will be false. This is and for OR operator, if we have both value true, so it is true. Both value false, it is false. If first value is true and second is false, if first is false, second is true, again the output will be true. Now the fourth operator is assignment operator. It is used to assign the values to the variable. I have usually write these statements. So what is this equal to? This equal to is nothing but assignment operators. We assign the 10 value to the variable x using this operator. The fifth one is conditional operator, or we also called it as a ternary operator. Talking about this ternary operator, it is a compact way to write conditional statements. What is conditional statements? We will cover this in a next video. So after covering conditional statements, I will talk to you about conditional operators. After we have covered a lot about identifiers, naming conventions and operators, but last but not the least concept is a very important: pre-increment, post-increment, pre-decrement, post-decrement. So these four are nothing but the important concepts in Java. What is increment, what is decrement, we will see that just after this code. Here I have written int a and assign it to a value of 5. After that I will written a equal to a plus 1. In the last line I have written a equal to a minus 1. What is this a plus 1, a minus 1? I have just talked you about the arithmetic operators. It is a plus arithmetic operators which gives the output a plus 1 means 5 plus 1, which is nothing but 6. After that a's value is 6. Okay, so what is this a minus 1? This is 6 minus 1, which is nothing but 5. This is the simple code I have written. But what if I want to do it in a better way? If I have these code statements int a equal to 5 and a plus plus. Now what is this double plus? It is nothing but the increment operators. If I have a value a equal to 5 and a minus minus, then this is nothing but a decrement operators. But now you think what is pre and what is post. So we will talk it after that. If I print here a system.out.println a, it will print 6 value, right? If I print sop a, then it will print 5 value, right? If I print here a value of a, it will again print 6. If I print here a value of a, it will print 4 because a is 5. Now value of a is 6. I have again written plus plus a, and here I have written minus minus a. Again I print the value of a, it gives me value of 7. Again I print the value of a here, it gives me value of 3. So this is nothing but a post increment, this is nothing but a post decrement, this is nothing but pre-increment, this is nothing but post-decrement. So you understand what is increment and decrement? Increment is nothing but incrementing a variable is nothing but add plus 1 to that variable value, and decrementing a variable means subtract value 1 from the variable value. Now the question is, what is that post and what is that pre? We can understand it by the second example. If I have these lines of codes int a equal to 5, int b and b equal to a plus plus, this is the post increment operator, and at that time I print the value of a and value of b. What is the value of a and what is the value of b here? If you know what is post increment, a is already incremented, so value of a is 6 only. We will talk about the value of b in some time. So we have these two codes on our screen, int a equal to 5, int b, and b equal to here a plus plus, that is post increment, and plus plus a, that is pre-increment. After that, we in both code we want to see the values of a and value of b. As from the previous code, you can recognize the value of a must be 6 in both, as it is must be incremented. Okay, now the discussions comes here for value of b for post increment and value of b for pre-increment. So what happens in post increment? Here just understand this statement briefly, that b equal to a plus plus. So here we first assign a value of a to b and then increment the value of a. Okay, here what happens? B equal to a and a equal to a plus 1. This is nothing but the definition of post increment. So value of b is 5 only and the value of a is 6. So here at the time of b equal to plus plus a, firstly we increment the value of a and then assign the new value of a to b. So here we first do this and then we assign value of a to b. So means value of a is here a 6. So this is nothing but a post increment and pre increment. So in the post increment, we first assign 5 to B and then increment the value of A, that is 6. In pre-increment, we first increment the value of A, that is it becomes 6, and then assign the value of A, that is 6, to B. The same goes with the decrement operators also. Now I just want to ask you about some examples. I want to ask you this question, that B equal to A plus 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 A plus A plus plus. After that, I want to print the value of B, and I want you to find the answer of this question. Let's pause this video and let me know in the comment section the answer. I hope you do that. For B, it is A plus plus. After calculating this, I get the value of 5 only, but the value of A is 6. Okay, we are going step by step for this. After this 5, we need to work on this plus plus A, but here the value of A is 6. So after plus plus A, we get pre-incremented. So value is 7 and the A value also is 7. After this 5 plus 7, this A plus plus we need to calculate, but the value of A is 7. This is post increment. So we assign this 7 value and calculate the result. It gets the answer as 90. Now you can take any example and try out at your own. So I just take one extra example and then we will stop. So I want you to try this question and comment down the answer below. Here we pre-incremented the value of A. After operating this, we get the value as 6 and value of A is also incremented. This is pre-decremented. Okay, so value of A, after this operation performing, we get a value of 5, but the value of A is also 5. This is nothing but a post decrementation. So we first assign the value of A to this operation, that is nothing but 5, and then decrement it as 4. This is nothing but the post incrementation. So value of A, we assign it here and then increment it. After adding these many things, we get our value of B, which is 20. You can try it on your editor also, but I suggest you to do it on the pen and paper first. I want you all to try this question and comment down below the answers for A and B variables after performing this operation, that is B equal to A plus 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 A minus 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 A plus plus A plus A plus plus A and minus minus A. And there you have it, folks. We have covered identifiers, naming conventions and operators in Java, and at the last we also covered the post and pre-increment and decrement operators. Remember, mastering these fundamental concepts is crucial on your coding journey. This is CodingCEO signing off. Keep coding, keep conquering, and keep being the CEO of your own coding dreams. Thanks for watching.